cool. Huh. Pretty cool. I mean, they're clearly looking for her, but who is she?
Number 8. Panzer Dragoon Orta, released for the Xbox in 2002. Panzer Dragoon Orta is a rail shooter, similar to the first two Panzer Dragoon titles. It was developed by Smilebit and published by Sega. The story follows a girl, Orta, who embarks on a quest to prevent the abuse of powerful ancient technology. Orta is implied to be the daughter of Edge and Azel, the two protagonists of Panzer Dragoon Saga, which was mentioned earlier in our list. At the start of the game, Orta was being held captive by a tribe called the Seekers, who also played a role in Saga. The Seekers feared Orta was a harbinger of doom and wished to contain her. Orta was freed when the Empire attacked the Seekers' city with their dragon mares. Orta managed to escape on the current incarnation of the Dragon of Destruction. The story in this title is told through cutscenes, CGI, and in-game dialogue using the made-up language of the series. Gameplay in this title consists of the player shooting down enemies on a fixed track while flying on the back of a dragon. The player has full control over the camera, with the ability to shift their view and aim in a full 360 degrees. This is vital, as threats of this title can come from anywhere, and some of the intense boss fights require you to constantly shift your direction of aim. Players can rotate around targets in 90-degree increments, allowing them to avoid enemy fire and target different areas. And this is pretty important, especially in the boss fights where you might be battling this giant boss with different weak points that change and transition as the battle progresses. Free aiming and lock-on attacks can be done simultaneously while controlling your dragon. Berserker attacks deal high damage to surrounding enemies while making the dragon invulnerable for the duration of the Berserker attack. Completing the main campaign unlocks content through Pandora's Box, which is a feature returning from the previous games. This iteration's Pandora's Box consists of a detailed encyclopedia of the world, a bestiary of defeated enemies, an archive of concept art, story cutscenes from this game, and selected CGI sequences from the previous Panzer Dragoon games. The biggest feature of Pandora's Box is additional chapters featuring different characters. These chapters play out using these visual novel-style story segments that are pretty cool. Orta sold poorly but received positive reviews, which praised its gameplay and art design. Several publications named Orta one of the best games on the original Xbox, remarking on its gameplay and technical achievements. Before continuing to discuss Orta, I just have one thing I want to note. I beat every game in the Panzer Dragoon series in the last 2 years, except for Panzer Dragoon Mini, which is a really expensive Game Gear game. I might try to find a way to emulate that title in next year so that I can include it in next year's video. Anyway, continuing on, I had many memories as a child with Panzer Dragoon 1 and 2, but absolutely zero nostalgia for Orta, as I had never played it as a kid, and I didn't even own an Xbox until much more recently. That being said, I consider Orta to be the absolute best that the Panzer Dragoon series has to offer. This game boasts awesome levels, intense boss fights, an interesting story, and even the side missions and bonus levels are pretty nice, introducing new mechanics and some welcome challenge. I love this game's beautiful cutscenes, and the gameplay was just truly glorious. It was so much fun to play this game. I'm so glad I had a chance to play it, and it was one of the best times that I had playing games in the last 2 years. I really enjoyed my time with this one.
Ha! Yes! What a fun boss fight. What a great game.